Hello Bookish friends, welcome to another Turkish Chef video. This will be a special video for March Mystery Madness, and I will talk about a Golden Age mystery book that partly takes place in Turkey, Journey into Fear by Ambler. Ambler was born in Charlton, southeast London, into a family of entertainers who ran a puppet show in 1909. He later studied engineering at the Northampton Polytechnic Institute in Islington and served a traineeship with an engineering company. However, he soon moved to writing plays and other works. After resigning, he moved to Paris, where he met and in 1939 married Louise Crombie, an American fashion correspondent. Ambler was then politically a staunch anti-fascist, and some of his early books, including Soviet agents, depicted positively and as sympathetic characters, the undoubted allies of the protagonist. When the Second World War broke out, Ambler entered into the army as a private soldier. After the war, he worked in the civilian film industry as a screenwriter, receiving an Academy Award nomination for his work in the film The Cruel Sea, which was produced in 1953, adapted from the novel by Nicolas Monsara. Ambler and Crombie were divorced in May 1958, and he married the same year British-born Joan Harrison. Ambler lived a long life and died in 1998. As for his books, 5 of his 6 early works are regarded as classic thrillers. In contrast to most other spy novels published before his, the protagonists in Ambler novels are rarely professional spies, policemen, or counterintelligence operatives. They are usually amateurs who find themselves unwilling in the company of hardened criminals, revolutionaries, or spies. His first published novel was a thriller titled The Dark Frontier, published in 1936. Ambler's best-known works are probably The Mask of Dimitrios, published in 1939. It was published in the US under the title A Coffin for Dimitrios. This book was made into a film in 1944. His second best-known work is The Light of Day, which was published in 1962. Was filmed in 1964 as Topkapı. 1938 novel Epitaph for a Spy, Journey into Fear, which was published in 1940, and Send No More Roses, published in 1977, are his other best-known works. 3 of the novels that I mentioned, which are The Mask of Dimitrios, The Light of Day, and Journey into Fear, all takes place partly in Turkey. Journey into Fear is a thriller novel that was published in 1940. The book opens with a cameo appearance by Colonel Ziya Haki, the but basically likable head of Turkish security from Ambler's previous novel, The Mask of Dimitrios. The protagonist, Graham, is a British armaments engineer traveling back from Turkey, where he had completed his high-level technical talks, which could cement a Turkish-British alliance in the recently started Second World War. German spies seek to assassinate him. Most of the plot takes place on board in an Italian ship, where the protagonist travels in company with a Romanian hired killer who seek to prevent him returning to England with plans for a Turkish defense system. Also on the board are a rich cast of other characters, including a Turkish businessman, a Hungarian dancer, and her partner, as well as her pimp, and a French couple. The male hero in this book is Graham. Graham is a British engineer specified in arms traveling back from Turkey. He is clever but does not have a professional background in international espionage, which makes him unsure of every action he takes. He is married, but he is tempted by the Hungarian dancer to cheat on his wife. Maria is the sexy Hungarian dancer who's involved with a very rude Spanish man who's also a swindler, a thief, and a pimp. She shows interest in having an affair with Graham after they reach their destination. Colonel Ziya Haki, a very friendly and a clever police chief who first warns Graham about the spies who want to assassinate him. And our last character is Mr. Kuvvetli, a Turkish businessman who speaks French and Greek fluently and makes friends with Graham and almost everybody on the boat. What did I think about the book? I read this novel in the 1958 collection of A Treasury of Greek Mysteries, which was a book that I borrowed from my parents' bookshelf. When I started reading the book, it was a great surprise that this Golden Age detective novel took place partly in Turkey. For elaborating on the Turkish aspect, I want to give my general views on the novel. I really did like this novel and I gave it an 8 out of 10. It had a very fast tempo. The story was engaging. The characters were not complex, but they were likable. And the resolution of the mystery was not clear to me until about 10 or 15 pages before the revelation. So I thought it was a very good mystery. With the additional interest in Turkish aspect, I will certainly read more books from Eric Ambler in the future. As for the Turkish aspect, it was clear that Eric Ambler was very fond of the new Turkish Republic and Turkish people. His respect for the Turkish culture is clearly seen in every passage that he talks about Turkey and Turkish people. Because this book was written in 1940, he assumed that Turkey would also join the Second World War and structured his plot based on this assumption, but his assumption did not come true and Turkey did not enter Second World War. Also, it was clear that as an engineer, he worked in the disaster relief activities of the biggest earthquake that happened in Turkey, in Erzincan, in 1939. And the effects of this earthquake on Turkish people and the international agents who worked there was depicted so vividly. I really did like that aspect of the book too. And the Turkish characters were all sympathetic, and respect and trust for Colonel Ziya Haki was evident all throughout the book. The other significant Turkish character was a good portrayal of young Turkish men who were educated very well after the foundation of the Turkish Republic. As well as knowing two foreign languages, Mr. Kuvvetli had a great knowledge of culture and history of many of the countries that the boat visited. So in summary, aside from it being a really good structured spy thriller, it was great to see a realistic depiction of the great progress that the Turkish Republic made in the first 15 years after the foundation. I would recommend this Golden Age mystery thriller for these two great reasons. So this was my review of A Journey into Fear by Eric Ambler. Please comment down below, have you read any books written by Eric Ambler? And if you did, what did you think of them? If you're a new viewer, first of all, welcome. Please like and subscribe. Hope to see you very soon. Bye. Hello, it's Editing Berna, and it looks like I accidentally deleted the Turkish word of the day for this video. It is a journey. Journey means yolculuk in Turkish, and yolculuk is our Turkish word of the day. Have a good day.